It's been a crazy week, man. What's going on, Dirt, man? What's happened? We missed last week. Obviously, there wasn't a lot going on last week, and I had some personal stuff come up. And I guess my new thing is like, unless if there's zero to talk about, let's play games instead of talk about games.
Sounds fair. But there's plenty of stuff to talk about this week, bro.
Oh yeah, it's lit this week. It's lit. So what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Addict Show. We're talking about the past, present, and future of gaming. I got my co-host with me, Dirt Grady. What's going on, Dirt? What you been playing, man? What you been playing?
I actually been playing Zao. Is it Zao? Zao?
I call it. I wing it. I pronounce it differently depending on the time of the day it is.
I've been playing that. The game is great. I've been enjoying that thoroughly. What else I've been playing? I haven't been playing much because I was sick for like about 3 or 4 days, bro. So I just got back to
found you.
How you say what?
Says PlayStation people found you to the
man.
Your water.
Yeah, they gave me a virus, man. So but I'm much better now, of course. But so I've been just playing that, like playing a little, some older games for some footage. But that's the game I really been putting my focus in right now. It's pretty good.
I've been playing a lot of like random stuff. Like I still doing my Eldon Chronicle. I know people love making fun of me pronouncing that, but yeah, I'm playing that. I'm also about to start streaming Hellblade 1.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm going to do that after this show or not. It just depends on, what's going on. Yeah, people like Addict, you got to give Hellblade 2 a fair shot. That requires me completing the first one in my books.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what? You got any advice for me with Hellblade 1, or is it just like play and shut up?
Well, I don't expect a lot of action. It's a walking sim for the most part.
See, I don't like hearing stuff like that.
I mean, there's some cool bosses. It's a lot of some of the puzzles. The puzzles aren't too hard, but it's it's more action towards the end of the game. But
Yeah, I hear you. But I think for the most part, people know what they're getting into when it comes to Hellblade 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have been told I'm, they said they got me with Hellblade 2. So hopefully I'll have that review code here soon, because the game comes out the 15th or the 23rd.
No, the 20. It's like 20 something, 23rd or 24th.
Well, probably like a weekend of May, I would assume, is when the review codes will go out.
Mm-hmm.
Elder Chronicle taking me a minute in terms of like recording all of it, but I'm gonna do Let's Plays of Hellblade 2, and I don't even think that's gonna take long.
No.
So that might be like 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. Because I don't know. We'll see. But Hellblade 2 right around the corner. It's we've been waiting for this game for a while, man.
Yeah, man.
Waiting for this game for a while.
Yeah, man. It was announced in 2019.
That's a long. It's not really that long.
It's not that bad considering COVID and everything else. Pretty much 5 years.
Let's get on with the show. There's a lot of interesting topics. So first thing let's talk about is let's get this super chat real quick, because I remember last week you and him kind of went at it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So face $20 super chat. He says, we don't want to hear 30 frames per 30 FPS is dev creative decision excuse anymore. A lot of Xbox games are just poorly optimized at launch. So what you thinking on that?
Whatever. These companies say stuff all of the time just to BS their way through a certain narrative. Hey, remember We Believe in Generations? Yeah, I remember that one too.
Here, let me get Bon to you real quick. He member chat for 33 months. He said, loving update from Starfield that's coming. I got 1,000 hours in it and still playing. Definitely understand that. All right, let's go back to the face comment real quick. He is right to a degree where I do feel like, because I talked to someone that worked on one of the ports. I'm not going to say which one. And they said the reason some of these games are working better on PlayStation is because these games were developed on old Xbox hardware for the most part. Look at Sea of Thieves, Grounded, I think was an Xbox One port. So, you know, especially Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
So when they're reporting it, they're using up-to-date PlayStation 5 dev kits. So that's why you're seeing these games run better on the PlayStation. I don't agree with it. I think, you know, Xbox needs to make it at least parity. At the very least parity. Because I saw, and I don't know how true this is, but I didn't go and like, I never do like we're going to bring everything up. But I saw, maybe you can correct me, that apparently like the Fallout 4 Xbox Series X patch is glitched on the Xbox. It's like the Series
That's
S version.
Say. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm hearing certain things are glitched on it, but I don't know because I haven't really. I didn't really watch the analysis videos of the Starlout. I'm sorry, of the Fallout 4 patch. But yeah, that's what they're saying. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, Xbox got to do a better job if they're going to be releasing more games on other platforms. Like, you got to at least have on par with what's going out there on your competitive platforms. There's no reason none of these games should run better, like at all. And I would even go a little bit beyond that and say, why are you expending resources making stuff for like the DualSense? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I know how like petty that sounds, but it's like, why are you spending those resources like completely utilizing everything? It's like, but then you look at Sea of Thieves, it doesn't run as good, or, you know, Grounded,
I heard the Sea of
Pendaman.
Thieves was only like what, like Shadows or something. Grounded runs better on Xbox.
Grounded runs better on Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember Pendaman had that glitch for the Series X.
Yeah, it was a glitch. Yeah,
that you can argue would never have been fixed if it wasn't ported to PlayStation. You know what's crazy? No one noticed that.
Yeah.
No one noticed the Series X ran the same as the Series S.
Yeah.
So just little things like that they need to definitely improve on. One thing I think we need to go into, because that was a little bit, you know, Face did what Face loves to do, derail the whole damn podcast. So let's go into. We're seeing stuff with Fallout. We're seeing stuff with Starfield. Hellblade 2 is about to come out. Xbox Showcase around the corner. They're teasing a special direct, which we all pretty much we know that's Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that looks like exactly the type of artwork that they use. Would be interesting if it's not, but I think we all know that's
what could it be? Yeah, I think it's pretty much Call of Duty though.
With all of this happening, Dirt, the question that I have for you is, where is that secret PlayStation showcase? Where is PlayStation?
Oh, come on, Addict. You being messy, Addict. Come on.
No, but for real. Like, where are they, Dirt?
They'll probably announce it sometime this month, right? Because I remember last year's showcase, they announced it like maybe 2 weeks before. Now, Jeff Grubb did say that it's going to be this month. So I'm expecting them to announce it sometime this month. So now, if they don't announce it, I'm having a field day, but you know, I'm expecting them to announce it sometime this month.
How many days of the month does this month have?
31.
31.
Yeah, 31.
So, okay, hold up. 31. So Thursday would be your one man podcast. So what do you call that again?
One man, dark man podcast.
Oh, one man, dark man podcast. Yeah, because people keep saying we need to be the Yugen the Yang podcast. Yeah. So if we don't have a PlayStation show by that 30th show, you going in?
Oh, man. Listen, if they don't announce the PlayStation showcase within the next 2 weeks, I would be surprised if they'll have one this month. I could be wrong, of course. I'm just predicting here. But if they don't announce within the next couple of weeks, I would be surprised if it's coming this month. Maybe later this year. I don't know.
I think there'll be one this month.
Yeah,
But
I think so too.
Is it gonna? Do you think that it's unrealistic for them to meet expectations at this point, considering what happened last year, and people are really disappointed with the way that they're doing things? And I feel like people expect them to announce all these bangers in one show. So, do you think that it's even possible for them to maintain that in a way, just like make up for last year's?
Addict, I'm sorry, cuz I see this super chat. The face is there. This is how sad it is in the PlayStation community. You think this is a W comment, right? Sony ain't got to do a showcase. Xbox are going to show games at their showcase that's coming to PlayStation besides Kai. You think that's a W comment, but it's the exact opposite. PlayStation didn't have a showcase for 2 years. Then they put out that showcase last year that was embarrassing. But you think, because Xbox put some games on PlayStation, that it's a W. Yeah, we're going to just wait for Xbox show to see what games they show that's going to place. That's not a W comment.
Like last year, we waited last year, and what happened last year?
Yeah, y'all had a terrible showcase last year.
Last year was one of the very few times where King had me. Like King had me. I was so confident they were about to come out and throw some super spirit bombs that I'd have bet my knees on that sucker. I'm glad he didn't go that way, but I'd have bet my knees on that sucker.
These guys are stupid. Microsoft work for Sony. Now, Call of Duty, who was getting 70% and who was getting 30%? Dummy. Y'all stupid. Listen to yourselves. Oh, yeah, the Xbox is going to have it. Y'all rather focus on Xbox show and what they get, what games they show, and only a few are.
Where's Ghost of Tsushima 2?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all up here worrying about, okay, y'all got Call of Duty. That's the only one that's pretty much guaranteed. The other ones y'all can speculate, y'all can wish, y'all can hope, y'all can pray. Is this one coming to Xbox? Is Indiana Jones coming to Xbox? Y'all don't really know, now do you? All you hear are these rumors. Y'all don't know. It could, or maybe it's not.
You think this is the new rhetoric when it comes to how these conversations are going to be handled?
Yeah, it's going to happen every time. Now, like the homie Amit said, where's factions? Y'all worried about what Xbox is going to show? Yeah. They gave y'all nothing. Y'all first party look embarrassing right now.
Canceled.
And y'all up here worried about what Xbox is going to show at their show? Oh, yeah, y'all going to show this game. It's coming to PlayStation. Until all of these games are announced that's coming to PlayStation, besides Call of Duty, it's all rumors and speculation right now.
See, people like this Angio W, Hellblade 2 4-hour game you waited 8 years for. First off, it's not a 4-hour game. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to lie, at least lie. Say it's like a 1-hour game. But, like, you go sit there and exaggerate how short the game is just to fit your narrative more. It's going to be a shorter game, but you know what's funny? These are the same people, I bet you if I looked, they at one point in time said they wish people would stop fluffing games out.
Yeah, man. These guys, man. These guys. That's why, it's sad, man. It's sad because all of those years, Xbox didn't have many games. Y'all made fun of us for saying wait for E3, right?
Now they're buying those games.
Now you guys, right? You guys are buying the games that Xbox really didn't have back then, but y'all are buying. But now y'all focus. Y'all used to make fun of us for saying wait to E3. Xbox fans wait to E3. Now you guys are saying wait to Xbox show. We going to, because PlayStation haven't given you guys a showcase, so y'all want to wait to see what Xbox show and hope and pray that those games go to PlayStation. It's
like King says, man. If your people won't do it, we'll do it for you.
It's sad, man. It's sad, man.
With the $5, you see, this is what pisses me off about Xbox because of them port begging. You got weirdos talking out the side of their neck.
Yeah,
they definitely pop it off. But here's the thing: PlayStation already said you guys ain't getting nothing this year. They already conditioned you to say, yeah, it's going to be a little light this year. And in the great words of King David, they had to go to Xbox to get you them 4 stimmies. Well, we had to get those stimmies to get your blood pumping. Grounded was whack last year. It's lit this year. Sea of Thieves was lacking last year. It's lit this year. And apparently, Pendaman and Hi-Fi Rush still ain't it. But
yeah, right. Oh man.
So he said, "I bet at the Xbox showcase the word exclusive will be non-existent." Yeah, that's including PlayStation too. When's the last time you saw PlayStation come out to say only on PlayStation? They actually started taking that off of cases.
They had to. But they want to ignore all of that. They want to ignore that stuff. It's so bad for you PlayStation fanboys. Sony haven't given you anything first party. Your third party hasn't done great. Your second party game, like Helldivers 2 did great thanks to PC, because I don't know if you saw it earlier, Addict. If it wasn't for PC, Helldivers 2 would not have been in the top 20.
Where are they at with that one? It's your own games ain't doing well. It's just the PC people got to pick up the pace for you.
Yeah.
What happened to only PlayStation people buy games? I know.
Look, man, I just wanted to come on here today and talk about the positive Xbox news, talk about the showcasing, but these guys in the chat,
you know what they gonna do. So they're gonna do what they can because they regret the choice that they have used. If this was, let me turn off my camera, turn it back on, or it don't work at all anymore.
What's this gray or greenish filter? What's that?
It's because I did something and I thought it would turn off, but it's not. So it is what it is. I will look in.
Bleeds green, y'all. Oh shit.
That's what's on my I got the Blue Dragon dashboard right now, man. I might actually go back and play through those.
Oh, but that's kind of sweet.
Yeah, actually, see what's funny is like games like that. I'm like, if they're gonna port anything, port those. Port the Blue Dragons, the Lost Odysseys, because it's like I want to see like HD remakes or maybe sequels to some degree. It's like port those. Like I want to see a Blue Dragon 2, which was initially in development. It got canceled.
Really?
And so was the Lost Odyssey 2. So it was in development. It got canceled. I want to see Mistwalker actually do something. Yeah. Here's the thing. You guys, the funny thing, Dirt, is these PlayStation people, they will come at people for speaking like positive about PlayStation, but they're sitting here trying to act like we don't keep it fair on each system. It's like, look, when I didn't agree with the way Xbox is doing stuff, I made that vocal. Now we're over here saying, where the hell is PlayStation, Dirt?
Alec, that's a valid question. I agree with you. I believe they will have their showcase sometime this month. They will announce it within the next couple of weeks. Just my prediction. But I believe that's a fair question because when we went through those dry years with Xbox, man, even guys like me, and I'm a bot, but I was vocal like, yo, where are the games, Xbox? Where are the games? Now is at the point they have the software, they have the content, and some of their games they're porting to other platforms, and that's not something that makes us happy either. But when you PlayStation guys up here using this as a W and not criticizing PlayStation and their lack of first-party roadmap, that shows you how bad it is for y'all. When all y'all have is, well, Xbox is going to port all of those games until all of those games that is ported to other platforms. Shut up.
It's funny. These same PlayStation people that are clowning on like the platform and the console are the same ones that says it should be about games. And when Xbox calls you on your bluff, it's not really about games, is it? You guys don't care about the games any of these studios make. Because if you did, you'd be calling PlayStation out for the lack of games. It's about the console that plays these games more than the games themselves.
Agreed, bro.
Because I care about the Xbox console ecosystem, so I was on the ass over that. But it is what it is at this point, because some people are just going to consistently let PlayStation get away with everything. Like, PlayStation really does have a different set of rules in the industry.
Yeah, they do.
Even Nintendo has a different set of rules as well. But it feels like Xbox, you don't have to look past Hi-Fi Rush. There was people in the industry that reviewed Hi-Fi Rush, and they were talking smack about Hi-Fi Rush. You remember? And they said they played it. But then when it comes out on PlayStation, they reviewed it and said that's the first time they played it.
Yeah.
And people were putting the screenshots side by side. So these individuals just straight up lied to you.
Yep.
Where's the outrage? We're influencers actually being honest with you about our opinion, but you let the media, just because they deep throat PlayStation, lie, straight up lie. And there's no accountability. You just let it rock. And the only reason you let it rock is because they represent your plastic. Which you should be mad that they're not being genuine and they're lying to you about what games they're playing or what games they're not playing. But that's just me. How often do you see me go at it with media, Dirt?
Yeah.
I'm on the front line
with
holding the media accountable for everything.
Yeah, I mean, you out there battling.
And what's funny is I'm in a war that's not winnable. You know how many people at IGN don't like me? You know how many people at IGN's unfollowed me?
Really?
Like, pretty much all of them. Yeah, I used to have a bunch of people follow me at IGN. Now I got like one.
Hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
And I'm pretty sure Travis at any day is going to unfollow me on Twitter. So,
I'm seeing a couple guys in the chat. We're playing Starfield on PlayStation right now, but somehow there's no games.
Is Starfield out?
Yeah, I clearly just said they've had third-party exclusives that dropped this year. Some of them didn't do too well. Some of them did, okay. But I said, look at the roadmap. Where's the first party? Where's the first party? Because y'all damn sure roasted Xbox for not having any first-party games in the past.
And continue to.
Where you're right, like, where's the new IP? Y'all said now Xbox don't have no games from January to May. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So let's just keep that same energy, man. PlayStation guys roasted Xbox for years for having no new IPs, only having Halo, Gears, and Forza. And you know what? It was true. So us Xbox guys, we admit it. We hope and pray that they would show something at the upcoming E3s. And they never did until 2020 when they did show some new games coming.
Yeah, it just comes down to
that tweet. Was he being sarcastic?
Which one?
He had said everything's going, yo. But 2 weeks ago on the Xbox 2, he said not all games are going. So I don't know, man.
I think when it comes to Xbox, I do think they're still in the we're unsure. We have like an ideal, but we're unsure.
Right.
Here's my thing. If Xbox gets they ducks in a row and they're starting to deliver quality games, as long as they have some form of exclusivity on Xbox, even if it's just timed for like a year, 2 years, we know as gamers, we don't wait for shit. If you had to go for Xbox to play these games, if you don't want to go to a PC, you're going to buy an Xbox. Now, unfortunately, these games come day and date to PC. So it gives a lot of people another reason not to buy an Xbox. But hardware sales are down. And there's no denying that.
There's no denying that. You ain't about to hear us try to damage control that. Yeah.
I know that. Let's talk about that. What was that? Is that the Xbox numbers or whatever?
Yeah, their quarter 3 2024 earnings.
So let's talk about that. What we 25 minutes in. Okay. We don't really have to go over all the the numbers because I feel like a lot of them is fluff because of ABK. So we have to like see what they're doing next quarter to like compare it. Like when they bought it and they took over all of the financials, obviously there's going to be a buff. Like there's no denying that.
This is the second earnings since they had ABK though. This is the second one.
This is the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, was the first like why is people making such a big deal out of this one? But
well, because they're trying to separate ABK from Xbox. Then they say, "Yo, without ABK, the numbers aren't that great." Okay, fair enough, but ABK is part of Xbox though. So why are you guys trying to separate them now? I don't know if you saw IGN got community noted for saying,
I love when people get community.
Oh my god! But IGN got community noted because they said the numbers are deceptive. So community noted that's not deceptive. Xbox owns ABK. So yes, it's a good investment for Xbox. If it's making them money, if it's making their numbers look better, that's a good investment. I don't know why people are trying to separate it.
I don't necessarily think people are trying to separate it. Well, it comes to me. I think a lot of people are just saying, this isn't necessarily like ABK and Xbox are so close combined. People are just like, are they going to continue this growth in the next quarter? And I think that's fair criticism.
I think that's a fair question.
Yeah, I don't really see, obviously there's disingenuous in every kind of thing. You see disingenuous people, but when you strip them away, those disingenuous bastards, I don't see a whole lot of people I see a lot of just genuine questions. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously you go to the people who troll, if you take their opinion, here's the thing. Why do people take other opinions of known trollers in the community, their opinions seriously? That's the part that blows my mind. Yeah. They troll, but you act like you act like they work at like not even IGN. Like you act like they work at Fox News. It's like they do this every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Fillmore Pockets just said, but they said that the AMD CFO Jean Hu, she said that PS5 and Xbox console sales look weak for the year. Now, let's be real. Xbox sales are down. I'm sure they're down more than PlayStation sales are. But at the end of the day, from what we're hearing, Matt Piscatella put out some stuff today about the console sales are down. Not just Xbox, but in general. We all know Xbox is down. I'm sure PlayStation is down. Not as much as Xbox is, but they're down also. I don't know. So it's like we need to look at what's going on, the market in general, because this isn't me and Addict making up some stuff. This is the real numbers, right? This is the real numbers. Like I said, Matt Piscatella dropped it earlier talking about how the numbers are down. Console sales.
He literally said if it wasn't for PC, Helldivers would have flopped.
He said that. He said if it wasn't for PC, Helldivers would not have been in the top 20.
GS Rich said Bethesda games come to Game Pass pretty quick. Just saying, you're not wrong there, but at the same time, there might be a lot more red tape than you think in that situation. That we've always been told that Bethesda and Xbox has always had a really close relationship. Like Todd Howard said at one time, the first person he reached out to when Fallout 76 launched the way it was Phil Spencer. Mm-hmm. So it was probably easier for them two companies to work together before the deal was finalized than ABK.
Yeah. Yep. I remember because like which one was it Morrowind that was exclusive to Xbox?
Which
Morrowind?
one?
Elder Scrolls Morrowind?
Oh, yeah, Morrowind was exclusive.
Yeah.
I think Oblivion was too for a while.
Yeah. So it is what it is, guys.
Yeah, see, Admit Kumar said, Bethesda and ZeniMax was a private company, and they didn't have the same regulatory scrutiny. He's 100% right there.
Yeah.
There wasn't probably a lot more red tape because they weren't a publicly traded company. Because
Right.
I think they could have like literally got in trouble. Like they probably Microsoft was probably running Bethesda long before that deal was done.
You think
But
so?
they couldn't, they couldn't do the same thing with ABK.
Right.
Because if you remember correctly, there were games that left Game Pass that was part of Bethesda, and the moment that deal was announced, they went back into Game Pass.
Came right back. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then it was like a week later they announced Doom Eternal was going to Game Pass. So
right,
it does feel like the Bethesda deal was going faster, and I think that's the reason, because it was a lot more red tape with ABK than it was the other one.
Yeah, it's like they announced it in September of 2020, and the deal was finalized like March of 2021. It was that quick.
Yeah. So, and people say, well, you can't do that. Look, if there was no serious stuff running like that, then explain to me how so much stuff was going so fast. It's like the moment that was announced, they announcing Doom Eternal almost immediately. It's like it was already being done. Didn't that make sense, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like maybe ABK wasn't willing to work on faith like that, but just because ABK wouldn't do it doesn't mean Bethesda and Microsoft like, look, these are our hopes that you could do it. Doesn't mean you got to do it, but these are our hopes. Doesn't mean Bethesda wouldn't do it. ABK might not be as willing to, take, out of limb situations. If they went through there and they did the Bethesda deal and they're okay, we're going to put Doom Eternal in Game Pass. Once the deal fell apart, then they probably, messed up on how much money they could have, because there's probably no negotiating. That's what I'm saying. It was like, okay, we're going to negotiate, but we'll negotiate to what we think is fair. And Microsoft's like, it's going to be there anyway. So,
yeah. And it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just me wishful thinking. There's been a couple of Tomb Raider games that dropped in Game Pass recently, haven't? I don't know. Maybe it's me this wishful thinking.
Which Tomb Raiders?
But I believe Rise of the Tomb Raider dropped in Game Pass a couple months ago. Now the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is dropped in Game Pass. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So you're saying that maybe they're buying some of these?
Yeah, they're gonna pick up Crystal Dynamics. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. Nobody knows what's up. Let's be real here. There might be legit reasons the company might have a different path than they did with ABK. We've clearly seen stuff drastically change. They bought Bethesda. They didn't come out there immediately and say Starfield's coming to PlayStation. Yeah. They came out there and said no Starfield, hinted no Elder Scrolls. Yeah,
they said it was exclusive, actually.
Yeah, and then they hinted that there was no Elder Scrolls coming to PlayStation either. So it's just like, look, stuff has clearly changed. There's clearly been some form of a change in the direction that the company's making. It might work out, might not, but there has been some form of change.
Hey, look at Nixie taking shots. So Addict and Dirt, are you guys going to play Starfield when it goes to 1.0 and leave early access? It's funny. Yeah, I am though, but I put like 90 hours in it. I never did finish it. I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it so I can go back.
Okay. I played a lot of that game, like an early build. Like it wasn't the actual game. It was like some games when you review them, you're playing a completely different build than the actual game itself. And that's what I did for that particular game. I didn't get none of the gamer score. And what's funny is I did the same thing with Halo Infinite. You know how many times people would try, they think they got me, like a got me moment? Really? Addict saying he beat Halo Infinite, he doesn't have the achievement for it. Yeah, dumbass, because I didn't get achievements when I was playing Halo Infinite. Right. I went back and started playing it again, but at the time stuff was dropping. It is what it is. People need to realize that sometimes when you get these reviews, you don't get the actual game that pops the achievements. Starfield, I have a decent amount of achievements for Starfield, but I wouldn't say that I have like an amazing amount of achievements for Starfield. But what's funny, hold on, if you look at like hold on, let me look real quick. You gotta go to the club and then progress, my stats. Look at this. Hold on, let me switch. Settings, camera. All right. So I got 6 days in the game.
It's pretty good, bro.
And only 350 gamer score. But see, what's funny is you see this. I reached level 50 and I got the achievement like immediately. Because what happened is when I logged in, it said, yo, he's already level 50. Give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I did the majority of this stuff, but the problem is I didn't get into the space for the first time. Explain to me how I'm level 50, Dirt, and I ain't into the space for the first time.
Yeah, there you
I
go,
ain't
man.
joined Constellation. I ain't done the first couple missions in the game. Someone explain it. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
See, but this is where people don't listen. They have very critical thinking. Like they just see something that they feel they can hit with their narrative and they go with that. They don't sit back and think, is there a reason this is like this?
Yeah. Now them like that vehicle drop that they're about to do soon. It's not coming with the update that's dropping this month, but later I think that's a huge W. Because sometimes you're on the planet, you're walking around, it's taking forever. Having vehicles is fire, bro.
So let me ask you this then. There's a lot of speculation, and I think this is a serious conversation we have. Let me get this super chat real quick.
Oh,
$5 super chat from Joan Kuhn Berenti. I don't know. I want to remind everyone that Tim Dog looks like a dude in Beetlejuice waiting in line with a chicken bone caught in his throat. Come on, guys. Let's not attack Tim Dog. Let's keep the personal shots. Let's keep those away. But anyway, there's a huge conversation right now going on about whether or not what's going on Starfield right now, where they're releasing such a massive patch a year later, is that right? And I want your opinion on, do you feel like this in some ways does feel like a low, what's what I'm looking for? Like a preview program, like the preview game.
You know, honestly, I think most of us would have preferred this type of stuff at launch. You know, the 60 FPS performance option, some of the other stuff they're adding, like maps for the cities. Yes, I think we would have preferred it. But it seems like, I don't know, man. If it was just Starfield that's doing this stuff, I think we all would have a bigger gripe. But when you see so many other companies or so many other game developers doing the same type of thing, dropping their performance mode later, some obviously drop it at launch. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a time thing. They had to get Starfield out quicker, because if not, it would have took another year. You know, they had to get it out and say, well, we'll finish it later. And unfortunately, that seems like what's going on in gaming today. We've seen so many different games come out and they drop a patch later to fix certain stuff, add certain stuff. So honestly, yes, I would have preferred it to be at the game when it launched. But, you know, it is what it is nowadays.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, the only one that I will say should have been there day one is the 60 frames. Everything else I feel like is a quality of life update.
Yeah.
Besides maybe the dropping the ship thing. Maybe in hindsight, they think that was a mistake at the time. I don't consider those like, oh, this games do that all the time, where they update the game after it came out to, fan feedback. Okay, you guys say you want the map to look different. We're going to make the map look different. But the 60 frames thing, I'm like, if you could do that, you should have done that. Now, maybe it's one of those scenarios where they couldn't get it. Yeah, maybe it's a time thing. But then I am with them. It's like, then you should have delayed it, because that's something significant. That's not small. You know, and in the way they were kind of making it seem, it wasn't possible. Remember? They're like, this is such a massive game. Like, it's like, that's why part of me feels like Xbox pushed for this to happen. Because this doesn't seem like a Bethesda kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. It seems like I don't know, man. It seems like these games nowadays take so much time where they're like, you know what? We need to get this build of the game out ready to be sold, ready to put in Game Pass. Then we'll do the rest of the stuff later. Because
I think
these games are taking like 5 or 6 years, man. It's crazy at this point, especially a game like Starfield, which is a huge AAA game.
I
But
guess
I do agree. Well, I don't agree that they should have delayed it another year for the 60 FPS mode. I don't really agree with that because a year delay is a big one for a 60 FPS mode. Now, what would have happened? They dropped it at 30. The game on consoles, the game still did well. It was obviously able to do 60 on PC. The game still did well. Now, like delaying the game a year, I thought would have done more damage than not having 60 at launch. Just my opinion.
I think that if it will make your game do better, perform better, review better, sell better, any amount of delaying is worth it. Because there's so many games I feel like if that was the game when it launched, like we don't really get a whole lot of scenarios where a game comes out and kind of bites people in the ass and it's a successful story in the long run. Most of the time, and I wouldn't say that Starfield is one of those games that bit you in the eye because I feel like it still give you an experience. But at the same time, I can't help but to think, would that Metacritic score have been 4 or 5 points higher? Would it have sold better? Would the online talk of the game been more positive? Obviously those are a bunch of variables, but
You
when you
think
come
60 would
out,
have did all that at it? You
it's
think
not
60
just the
FPS?
60. I know a lot of reviewers that I trust, that I respect their opinion. They were complaining about that map stuff. They're like, out of this money, I don't know where to sell it at. Like
Now
just
the
a
map
little,
stuff is something. Yeah. That's
just
one thing. Yeah.
especially the car, like the vehicle, if they were able to get that in launch, like so when you're going through sometimes I wouldn't even land. I'll be like, nah, I'm not landing. I'm not spending 5 minutes running through the abyss. So I could see like, and people say that we shouldn't be paying $70 for a game and then get the game finished later on. I think there is a conversation to be had there. Now, in Starfield's particular point, I don't necessarily think it's 100% fair to give that criticism to, but there are a lot of games that when it comes out, it takes months before you actually get the real 1.0 game.
Okay. I mean, we got differences of opinions right here. I just felt that a whole nother year would have been too much of a delay, bro. I thought that would have hurt Xbox. That would have made Xbox and like Bethesda look even worse than launching the game at 30 on console.
Well, I guess to me, it's just one of those like perception things. It's kind of Xbox having like a gold mine and they release it when it's still dirty a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they do something when something's thriving and they stop before like this whole thing stuff going over to other platforms. It's like you finally got PlayStation in a year where they ain't shit coming out for them. You got them in a couple years where they don't really got nothing of substance to like show in terms of first party, and you go and you have a lot of first party stuff, and you say we're we're gonna start entertaining bringing stuff to other platforms. All right, so let's move on to Fallout
Mm-hmm.
and Starfield. We talked a little bit about Starfield's update. Do you have a? Let me grab the. Okay, so this is the stuff that it did. So let me go ahead and share it. I think I clicked this one. Present. Share screen. Yes. All right. This one right here. All right. Do you guys see this?
I probably need to blow it up a little bit. Can you blow up a little bit? A little bit because I can't really read it.
Yeah, I should be able to get you. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
All right, so we got Bethesda announces a major update for Starfield. First off, shout out to Cammy. I love people put these type of information together, so I don't got to go look for it.
Yeah.
We got 60 FPS and 40 FPS mode on Series X. Is the 40 because I didn't look into it, is the 40 FPS mode on Series X, is that like some form of like if you play on fidelity mode, like you'll be playing at 40 and not 30?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not really sure either. I saw they said if you have a VRR capable TV, you should be good playing at 60 or whatever. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what the 40 FPS mode is. If anybody in the chat read the whole article, because I didn't read the whole article either, or watch the video, let us know. Yeah, so yeah, you need VR. I know they said something about VR helps it a lot.
Then we got custom difficulty options. I guess a lot of people in the Starfield community complained that the game was easy. There's a lot of scenarios where that game's pretty easy. I would say that, options is always good. I would prefer not, like, I don't really care about this particular one, but I never really like played Starfield like that. I don't know, some people are on like the 10-15 playthrough. So
Yeah,
maybe once you're playing it that much, you want to like a little bit more of a harder difficulty.
Yeah. I mean, the game is pretty easy, except for I really need to know. You really got to upgrade your ship, right? Because there are some spaceship battles. I was getting my ass whooped, but besides that, yeah, it was you know,
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. There we go. Let's do that. So then we got more detailed surface maps, and all that essentially is like showing you where, some of the stores are. They're going to show you more information than we had before because, like I said, I would go into some of the cities and unless I knew where they were or I explored prior, there'd be a lot of times where I didn't know where everything was. New ship customization. They're pretty much letting you customize like they do in your bases on the ship, which is good because I actually really enjoyed space customization and space combat. That was one of the highlights for the game for me.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that?
Yeah. I think that's cool also, man. I enjoy the space combat, man. Like I said, except for when I'm not quite ready for certain people and they roll up on me. I'm like, oh shoot, let me hurry up and get out of here. Like, what do you call it when you leave real? Hyper. I forgot what you call it when
Hyperspace.
Yeah, I said, let me get out of here. I ain't ready for these dudes, but yeah.
Got a $5 super chat from Cobweave. Reading the patch notes, I don't think it will be a lock 60. Seems like one of those placebo performance modes that don't really work. As long as it runs better. I think it just logistically it's going to run better than it does now. They got you can change your appearance. I don't know. They didn't really go out. Maybe you got more info, saw more info than I did. Can you do that at any time, or can you only do it when you start a new game plus?
I don't remember. I don't remember changing my person appearance. Maybe you can do it now. Like, I don't know. Maybe you could do it before, or maybe you could just do it now because that's why they're mentioning it, I guess. Because I don't remember I was able to change my person appearance. Like, of course, you can change their armor and their spacesuit or whatever, but yeah.
I'm sure someone in the chat. No. Hold it. Kind of funny is trash. Well, where did that come up? How did
this pony e-head keep on talking about Xbox being trash and that's why they're getting rid of Xbox podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy what they're doing over there. I don't agree with that. Like
they say they're going multi-plat.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I like all my info in one place, and I don't have to like go and look for it. Creation Kit going out to beta testers now. What I like about that is we're gonna see, because I've always said this game is gonna flourish when mod support is 100% opened up for it. And I think we're gonna see some of the craziest mods we've ever seen in gaming, like whole planets that's filled with, it'd be crazy if they made a Halo.
Right.
Like you land on the Halo planet, like Master Chief and all of them are there. Like I think that's gonna be interesting. And then land vehicles confirmed for later.
There was some footage of it though. I mean, it looked pretty cool.
A footage of the land
Mm-hmm.
vehicles.
Yeah.
It did like it was like gimmicky or
It looked like the little piece I'd seen sound like it looked like Mass Effect 1 a little bit, except it's a little bit smaller. A Mass Effect 1, like you remember that? I can't think of the name of the vehicle in Mass Effect 1, but it kind of looked like that to me.
Man, Cog makes fun of that vehicle all the time. I know the chat knows it. And I'm trying to think of it before they ruin it, and I can't say it. They're gonna say it before I could say anything. All right, yeah, the Mako.
Mako, yeah. Thank you.
Knew I only had a good.
I could think of it either.
I only had a good 25 seconds. Now we're gonna get a bunch of Makos in the chat before.
Yeah, I would have never thought about that name, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I know the Mako upset a lot of people in terms of how certain things were done in the original one, in like Mass Effect, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think these are a solid experience. I think these are going to be something that that Starfield definitely needed. So let's get to the gravy and potatoes, man. Let's get to the gravy and potatoes. Yeah, the Xbox showcase. As a we didn't talk about Fallout, but at this point, Fallout got the 60 frames thing. It does look a little gimmicky. Apparently, like the Series S and the X are the same patch. I don't know how like serious or real that is. But yeah, so definitely go out and try that. I tried it and it ran really nice. So definitely go out there and try it. Let me get this super chat real quick. Yarbo baby with the $2 super chat. This chat needs some snipers. Sup, fellas?
Hey, what's up, you baby Fabio? But like he used my channel. We see E Head would have got sniped so quick in my chat. He still is talking about console sales. Console sales are below those Xbox One and the PS5 are still no. The PS5 is lower than PS4. Don't say it's on the same level. Shut up.
All right, so this is what I want you to do, Yabi. I promoted you. Time him out. Give him a good 90 seconds.
This guy, he's talking about console sales. Xbox sales are below the Xbox One.
You can time people up to 30 minutes. I don't want people going to the 24-hour. Only I get to use the 24-hour one. But time people out for 30 minutes if you want.
Hey, didn't we just see something that said the PS5 is 5 million behind the PS4 in Europe? Listen, man. Keep on acting like everything is about Xbox and their console sales. Go ahead. Keep on ignoring everything that's happening. Go ahead.
Look, hold up. Okay, so Diago got him for 600 seconds, and I got him for 300 seconds. I guess we hit it at the same time. Does that mean he's hit for 600 seconds, or does that mean he's hit for 9? I'm very curious.
Probably 9.
Head, tell me how long it takes before you're back in action. All right, tell me how long, because I'm curious how much they got you for.
Pandemic. Right. Hey, Sam Watts, I be seeing you on Twitter crying and shut up. Pandemic. Oh, so now the pandemic counts. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about the showcase. Showcase is announced. It's the 9th of next month. We are going to do probably, what's today's date? The 29th. We'll do I'll probably get 1 or 2 people on here, and we'll do a prediction series. So don't go too deep in what your personal wants, but what's your expectations going into this, and what is something that you really want to see?
Well, to be real with you, man, I think this showcase, I'm expecting it to be a big one because there's still a lot of games they have announced in previous years that we haven't seen. We haven't really seen Contraband footage. We haven't seen State of K3 footage, Perfect Dark.
I forgot about Contraband.
There's a lot of games that, we haven't really seen in, in action. So we're hearing things about how Gears of War 6 looks incredible. We're hearing rumors that Gears will be here. I'm expecting this showcase to be one of the better ones they had, because I thought last year's showcase was pretty good. Um, it's just that Xbox is in a position finally where they have content that's ready to show. Because like we talk about 2020, they had a lot of CGI trailers, and some of those games still haven't been shown, but it's about time for those games to be shown. And I believe this is going to be a pretty good showcase, bro. Just knowing all of the content that they have.
Yeah, I think I'm there with you. I'm kind of curious what they open that sucker with.
Mm.
Like right now, because the ABK thing clearly, they did that picture. Let me find it. Do you have a link to the announcement?
Yeah, hold on. Let me
Probably just go to the Xbox.
Yeah, I can send it to you. Hold on.
Okay, here it is. I found
Oh,
it.
you got it?
Yes. All right. Let me mute that. Presentate. Share screen. Yes. We want to share this. Let me. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So you look at this. Interesting is the left has no images behind on the backdrop. They've been doing that the past few years. Starfield, they've been showing kind of what they're going to show in some way, shape, or form.
Mm.
So it's kind of interesting that there's nothing there. Clearly, that's Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure the right image with the blackout is Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And what would be insane is if they have a game that has similar art style to Call of Duty and they put that sucker there on purpose.
No, it has to be Call of Duty, bro.
Well, see, the reason I think is because it's got like the wolf insignia, and it's got like the I think that's the Capitol in the background, the Pentagon. So everyone would think this is Call of Duty. That's why part of me thinks that maybe it's not Call of Duty. Now, most likely it's Call of Duty, but that is so like Call of Duty. Why even hide it?
Yeah, I don't know why they why.
Why
Just
even
say
hide
it.
that?
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, there's no reason to hide that unless you're trying to like do a psych moment. Like, obviously I'm going to tell you guys it's most likely Call of Duty, but I'm just over here like I don't understand why they would do that. Like,
Why
really
is it redacted, right?
To me, say I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. When you look at this, like direct immediately following the showcase. Okay, so what does that mean for the game itself? Is it going to get announced at the showcase, or are they going to tease it before the showcase that it's going to be there?
Well, like remember what they did with Starfield last year. They already told us that they were having a Starfield direct, but they still showed a little small trailer at the showcase. So maybe they might do that one. That show a little, after the showcase, a deep dive of Call of Duty Black Ops.
Hey, chat, has Call of Duty officially been announced this year? Like the official game? I don't know. I don't.
No, it hasn't.
Call of Duty like that.
All we heard were like rumors and speculation. No, so the game hasn't been officially announced. Yeah, so maybe that's why they're hiding it.
I guess like me and you might know that's Call of Duty, but not everyone knows that's Call of Duty.
Yeah,
it might be one of those things where it's like we have our ear to the ground. That doesn't mean everyone knows that it's not Call of Duty. $5 super chat from Calvin. They probably can't legally market Call of Duty until Modern Warfare 3 is done. They probably have full marketing by June.
Interesting.
To me, I don't think that's the case because they wouldn't because that's marketing. People do that all the time. Market something or redact the name and stuff. That's marketing. I don't know if that's legal if they can't do it. I'm just curious on like what's going on, like logistic wise. I personally don't care because I don't care about Call of Duty like that. But I know Call of Duty has such a vein in the gaming industry. It's a big ass vein,
Huge.
and that's going to get a lot of people's attention. I might not care about that, but they probably will. They'll probably what they'll open it with. Because the reason I don't think they'll close it with Call of Duty is because it's going to be weird if you open with Call of Duty. I mean, you close with Call of Duty and go straight into the direct. You know what I'm saying? They probably won't do that. It will probably go straight from the whatever the ending is, and then straight into it, into the direct. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. It is weird that not PlayStation, that Xbox is teasing something that we all know, and they redacted it. Yeah. I just find that intriguing.
It is interesting because maybe, like the guy that said, maybe PlayStation marketing does end in June. Because we know like last year's game was the last one they got to market, Modern Warfare 3. So I don't know.
How important you think this E3 is, or this June showcase is, to the Xbox brand after all this stuff going on this year?
Well, it's pretty important because, with all of the noise about, them putting all of their games on PlayStation, we'll see what happens. But as far as the games, we want them to show like, yo, we have all of this content. We have all of these studios. We bought these massive publishers. We are ready to show you guys the goods. It's been, some years. Like I said, I thought last year's show was pretty good. I thought Fable looked incredible. They had some pretty good games being shown last year. But it's time for these games to start to come out. Hellblade 2 drops this month. So I'm expecting this show to really get the Xbox fan base hyped up. Let the PlayStation fan base get hyped up. Because they're thinking everything is coming, but we'll see what happens about that. But yeah, man, so I'm just ready to see what these studios have been cooking up, and I can't wait, bro.
Yeah, I think, let me get these super chats real quick. I already got that one. $2 super chat from the Angry Therapist. A new Black Ops. I think Black Ops would be a safe bet because Black Ops is probably one of the most loved Call of Duties, I would say.
Yeah, if you think about last time Treyarch, they dropped, I think was it 2020? Black Ops Cold War. Yeah, so it's their turn. And they also said this is the first Call of Duty to ever have 4 years of development time.
It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. We got a little over a month before the day.
Yep.
But the good thing is this month we have Hellblade coming out. So it's not like it's going to be a dry month. I feel I'm overwhelmed with the games I have to play right now. Alien Chronicles, Hellblade 2. I got to play Hellblade 1. I still got to beat Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Got all these games going to Game Pass that I don't want to try out. I've been wanting to jump back on Helldivers, but I think that's probably not happening at this point. I want to go back and play Fallout 4, the Tales of the Zayu game. I want to play that too. Like, I'm overwhelmed. Someone help me.
So many games to play, brother. I still haven't finished Cyberpunk, man. I want to go back and finish that. There's so many games. I got to go back and finish Jedi Survivor. I didn't finish that.
I beat that. I did beat that. So we're good on that one. Okay. We're good on that one. And what's funny is, like, if people look at this again, you'll see, I have this Fallout 4 I want to play, Hellblade. These are literally all the games that I'm trying to play. Like, besides this Massive Chalice, I already beat that game like a long time ago. My cousin wants to play Gears, and I still haven't played Persona 3.
Oh wow!
I still haven't beat Unicorn Overload. I've been wanting to go back and beat Enchanted Arms.
I remember that game, bro.
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas I want to try. Pal Worlds, I think they're finally getting servers here soon. It's very overwhelming, like very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I see land there, Addict. I'm thinking about that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think. What's the next game you play right now, currently? Like after you, first off, what are you playing now? What's the next game you're gonna play?
Like I said, I'm playing Zao. Um, damn. After that, I have no idea, bro. I really want to go back to Star Wars, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I want to go back to Cyberpunk. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Damn, I don't know, man. I don't know because after I finished that game, Evil West, I was like, "What's next? What's next?"
Yeah, I want to go back and play Resident Evil 4 because I never played the remake.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Didn't play Dead Space remake last
that was
year.
Good. Yeah,
was so intense. I couldn't play through everything.
Yeah. Fred 420 Banisters, I love that game, bro. The only thing I hate, I left a lot of missions, side missions, because I thought that they was gonna let you go back and play the side missions after you finish the game, but they did not. So I'm like, damn, because there was so many. Because the side missions are incredible in that game. The story.
Okay, hold up. Someone sent me a message saying that they get your mods in check. I was muted and I didn't say anything crazy. Hold up. We gonna what's the one for? We're gonna quality control this right now. I'm gonna see. Let me see if it's his real name. I'm not gonna get his name. I don't know if that's him. How many people had they hit? I mean, first off, let's be real here. Even if my peoples got you out of there for something stupid, it's 300 seconds, fam. Calm down. But let me look. I did say that Colt Eastwood. Okay, I did see that Colt Eastwood, when going to Europe, was unable to find an Xbox console being sold. Okay, I don't know why that one would get.
Yeah,
hit,
that's not a blockable offense or timeout.
Yeah, so but I don't know. He might have said something later on, but I don't know. But yeah, Yarby Farbe, Yo Baby Farbe, you gotta calm down with that, man. That's a warning I'll give you. Like that's not blockable unless they're attacking each other in a disrespectful way or attacking one of us. Let them raw. Or just being. Here's the thing. There's a difference between having your opinion in the chat and being a dick in the chat.
Yeah, that's the difference.
All right, so let me hit that like button. Y'all be far with the $2 super chat. Support is free. Yeah, but support is free, man. But you got to be better with that. With those, you muted someone because they brought up Cody still not finding Xbox. Yeah, maybe like calm down a little bit there, my dude. Fantas Archer with the $5 super chat. It would be a trip if the show starts with Fable update, where the female mentions her looks, pops up character sliders, then looks better afterwards. I don't think Microsoft's going to do that. That's probably too close to the sun for that they're willing to go. Yeah.
I wonder will they show Fable again though, because a lot of people question if that was gameplay last year.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I feel like Fable's coming out next year,
but
I think we'll probably see it in January. I think it will be in that direct they do at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Because to me, it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense for that to show up right now. But then again, I don't know, because I don't think we'll probably see Avowed there again. But I felt like they showed a lot on Avowed and Indiana Jones, and it doesn't need to be here at this show.
I think they will, though, because they're going to drop their release dates.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't get official release dates. You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this would be the perfect place to show release dates. Yeah, I'll give you that one. All right, we're going to go ahead and mark it out of here, man. We're going to mark it out of here. All right, so, Dart, what's going on, man? What you got going? What's popping?
Nothing much, man. I dropped a video earlier talking a little trash, having a little fun, you know, how that goes. Nothing much, man. I'm just, got my podcast tomorrow. Just having a little fun and enjoying time right now. Can't wait for the showcase. We're getting very close to the showcase, like we've been talking about during the show. So, it's my favorite time of year. That's about it, brother.
All right, so I saw people saying it's still a 5-minute ban. I wasn't saying that the the timeout was unjustified. I was saying at the end of the day, even if you were timed out for the wrong reasons, it's still only 5 minutes. Like, calm down. Like, you are banned where you can never speak again. All right, and I will keep an eye on the moderators where they don't be abusing their power. But definitely go and sub to Dirt. He does a very
Bias. I got a biased platform.
Yeah, I always say he's King David's second. Like he's the archer in the platoon, man. King would be like King will be on the front lines, and because King don't matter, he'll get in the muck. He don't care, and you'll just see Dirt with like he's Legolas from pretty much Lord of the Rings. He'd be shooting their ankles and stuff. Like it's like get him, King. That one there. Mike Johnson said Dirt still got me blocked.
Oh, I do? Oh, okay. I might unblock you, man. I'm sure my snipers got you.
Yeah. Snipers, snipers do what they supposed to do.
OnlyFans. What are you talking about? Is that Hargeet? Man, what's up, Hargeet?
Yeah, what's going on, Hargeet? So I mean, it's been a pretty chaotic week. I am gonna go ahead and play this Hellblade a little bit. People criticize my opinions on Hellblade. They felt like I didn't give it enough of a chance. So this is me officially trying to give it more of a chance. So we're going to see how that goes. How long is Hellblade?
It's about 6 hours or something. Not too long, bro.
So I can get through that like 3 streams.
Yeah. Easy.
Okay. That's good. Like my neck hair is already standing up thinking about that chick talking in my ear. Like it really did be giving me issues, man. Like people be thinking I'm joking on that. Every time she talks, she's like, "Tell me." I'm like, "No, I don't want to tell you nothing." Like, we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, I will be sending you guys over there, and we're gonna have a pretty good stream. Now, as you can tell, my voice is kind of going in and out. I don't know why. I'll probably get something to drink before I start. But we're gonna get this, man. We're gonna get this, and I am going to give Hellblade 1 a fair shot. And I think that's the whole point of this, is to give Hellblade a fair shot in these gaming streets. Because I will admit, maybe I should have tried to give it more of a shot in the beginning.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Hargeet? I gotta talk to you, man. Yeah, brother. Give it a try, man. Have an open mind.
An open mind? Yeah. Is that where we're going? Open mind?
Yeah.
So
make sure you play with your headphones on.
See, that was my problem last time. I feel like I'm gonna have the same issue.
Oh, if you don't like the people talking to your ear, brother, like you said, if you didn't like that, like you mentioned, you didn't like that. I don't know, brother.
I think they're gonna give me like nightmares.
Hey, there's some creepy stuff in that game. There's some creepy parts in that game, though. I tell you,
they're just being too much. Like they're like, listen, like I like no, shut up. Like we ain't trying to listen. Like you need meds, not help. Like it's like, oh my god, it's just like I don't know. I've never really done good in situations where like where really good audio is done. That's probably why certain like really intense games I've never been able to play. So it's not really necessarily the game's fault. It's just you guys have no idea how uneasy I'm gonna do playing this damn game. You guys have no idea. But I'm gonna try it.
Oh man.
But anyway, we're gonna head out here, man. Follow Dirt on Twitter. Like we said, I got the timestamps up as well. So you guys can't come at me. But I appreciate everyone coming through. Any last things that you want to say, Dirt? Is there anything else you need to say to the community?
Green Addict is back, y'all.
Green Addict is back.
Yeah. Yep, it's green again, Addict. All right, y'all.
You saying it's safe now?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? It's safe. It's safe to come out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about the green attic. You might be angry, man. So peace out, y'all.
Hold 1 second. All right, yeah. See you guys. We'll
Peace
see you
out.
next week.
We bleed green. Oh man.
Hold up real quick before
Hey, why your camera doing that?
I 1 second.
Okay.
I have to do something on my end. We're still live.
Okay.
Okay, we're good now. Let me go ahead and end the show. I appreciate it, guys. Peace.
Peace out.